Greetings everybody and welcome back to Refugee to Industrial Regent. Just a little bit of a heads up before I get too much further. I do seem to be having some issues with my sinuses. If they come across in this video, I do apologize in advance. I don't know that I'll be able to edit any sniffling and whatnot out. I mean, I'll try, but I can't guarantee I'll get everything. Off camera, I've been busy off camera. I'm going to start with this little area here in my bedroom. This chair, which I can sit in, which has a desk. Let me show you the recipe. It is like so. Torch feather and some wood slabs and panels. And then there is this clipboard, which is the Bibliocraft clipboard, which is made like so. Pressure plate, paper, feather, and ink sac. A little bit of work to get the feather in the ink sac. Now, what this clipboard does is it allows me to keep a checklist in-game. So I can have, for example, here this episode checklist, which is going to show the things I want to do this episode. I'm going to go ahead and check off item 1, being as I've already done that to get to this point. I've also got an off-camera checklist, which I haven't quite completed, but I could take care of those last 2 items between this episode and next. And then, of course, I have a somewhat longer list of things needed to actually complete the stage. And I'll get to all of those in due time. But let's go to the episode checklist. And I'm actually going to pick up the clipboard and take it with me. I'm going to go ahead and put all of my farm produce up. It goes here. I'm going to go ahead and put that up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spruce wood and some oak wood. I'm not necessarily going to take everything at this point. I'm going to go ahead and turn the oak wood into planks. But I will leave the spruce wood as is for the time being. Well, let me think. Do I have some jungle wood? Yeah. I'll take a half stack and turn it into planks. And maybe carry a stack on me. Yeah. Right, and you know what? I'll put the clipboard back on the desk. Why not? Alright. Now, the next item on my checklist is to build a watchtower. I'm going to go ahead and put the clipboard on the desk. And then I'm going to start the process of building the watchtower. There is a barrel, and I'm going to make the barrel from the Jabba mod. Now, in order to make it, I need... Well, first off, I need a chest, and I have one here once I get all the dirt out of it. And I'm just going to stick the dirt in here for the time being, just so that it's out of the way. Give me back my oak wood planks, please. There we go. Now I'm going to dig up the chest. I also need a slab and 7 logs. So I'll grab the 7 logs, and I have exactly 1 slab left. So I'll put the slab on top, followed by the chest, followed by the logs, and I have a barrel. And I can go ahead and take all of my dirt and stick it in the barrel, which is great because dirt is the one resource I have in abundance at this point. Now, I've had a chance to look around this area. There are a couple of, there are a few high points. There's one there where I've built the partial palisade. There's one there, but I've already started terraforming this one here, which makes it the ideal place to build the watchtower. So I think what I'm going to do is lay down one corner here, just inside the diagonal off this torch. And then I will do the same off this torch. I can go ahead and lay a floor of dirt here. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and place some jungle wood like so. Alright, now the best part of putting that there is that the I don't have to dig out the floor. In fact, I'm actually going to be filling in some under the floor. That said, probably for the best if I were to fill out where the floor is going to go. Alright, so there's that column. There we go. And keep in mind that this interior space is going to be filled up with wood. Actually, this is what I brought the jungle wood for, isn't it? Because I could probably use the jungle wood for this job. And that doesn't look too bad at this point. That said, I think before I go too much further into this, I want to make sure... Wait a minute, I shouldn't put that one there, should I? Oh well. I want to get a sense of where my door is going to be and how I'm going to get down to the main road. Alright, let's see. So this is going to be a 7x7 interior. This being block 4 should probably be another piece of jungle wood. And then, let's see. I put a torch there. And then this is the corner of that there. And I'm going to have spruce here. This is basically another part of this retaining wall structure. And I'll get into filling in underneath there later. In the meantime, I can at least fill in this part. At least as far as the front door of the Watchtower. And a thought occurs to me that I might want to try to lay out this road now before things get too hairy and I lose the ability to get up there. I've got an idea for what I'm going to do for that road. You know, given that I do want to stick roughly to gravel. So I will need to see if this is going to be viable. Let me check a recipe. Alright. See, do I want to go... I'm thinking I might want to go with the carpenter's stairs for this piece of it. So let's get these carpenter's blocks. That's 8 sticks around a wooden plank. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and craft that up. All of that into sticks. And then remember, it's 8 sticks around a wooden... And that gives me 20. Now, I need 5 sets. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Now, let me check something with the gravel. If I combine... So it won't work in a crafting table. Now remember, I need to go to bed. Alright, it is morning. And now I can at least place the carpenter's stairs. Now I have 20. The question is 20 going to be too many? We're about to find out. And we'll start by placing... Crud. I did not want to fall there. Alright. 1, 2. Did not want that like that. 3, 4. 5, 6. And now what I'm going to do is see if I can't... Oh, nice. Okay, it does use up the gravel. But that's okay by me. Alright. So now I fill in the gap underneath here. And now I have to lay down more of these stairs. I didn't want that there. I need to remove that block there. Alright. That goes like so. I honestly haven't checked the intersection with the road. The road hasn't even been built this far out yet. So actually, let me go ahead and dig out at least half of the road. And unfortunately, I left my shovel in the workshop, and I'm too lazy to go back and get it at this time. This is going to be the top of the road. This level here. I'm actually okay. And I'm going to be okay by one block. One block to spare. This works for me. There we go. And they work just like regular stairs. Nice, convenient way to get up and down. Now, if memory serves me right, I'm going to go ahead and place more of the spruce wood. I'm not going to worry too much if this stack runs out. I've got, I think, 2 or 3 stacks more at my base. So, yeah. So where these two intersect is where I want this corner of the retaining wall. So let me build this up to the appropriate level. And that at least gets the boundaries of my retaining wall, which also tells me where all needs to be filled in. So let me go ahead and take care of that. And now I can focus more on the actual structure. So jungle wood there and there. Spruce wood there. And then horizontals to connect everything up. That looks alright. So let's make this 4 high. Yeah, let's go 4 high on these corner columns. There we go. Go ahead and make the rest of the jungle wood floor. I am misplacing blocks horribly right now. Alright. Well, the good news is I do have more spruce wood back at my base, which is great. So what I'm going to do is run back to base. I'm going to readjust my inventory. Wow, I narrowly had enough dirt to complete that task, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, let me go ahead and grab a shovel. While I'm at it, let's see. And I needed more spruce wood as well. That will do. And grab some more jungle wood planks that I just happen to have on hand. So, now I'm probably going to finish this connection up off camera to get to this staircase here. Trying to think here. The center is right about here. Did not want to do that. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build support. Actually, I'm probably just going to build a medial support like so, but only connected to 2 of the 4 sides, as opposed to connecting it to all 4. And of course, I forget another craft Namely, I did not craft myself any ladders. Now, do I have any sort of wood that would be good for ladders? Yeah, the acacia's not bad. There we go. It's 24 ladders. I don't need them all. So make my way back to the tower, and I'll almost certainly have to roof this off camera. Or at least I'll have to complete most of the roof off camera. I won't necessarily completely roof it off camera. Although I will, I think, set up the walls while I'm here. There we go. I did not want to place that block. Back to building the walls. There we go. That works. Alright. The wall is complete. And actually, I think I want the ladders on the other side. And this, of course, is going to take our friend the Watchman up to his observation point. And I want to be left with about 8 ladders, I think. Now let's see if I... See, half the ladders will put my floor about here. Actually, this altitude wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to stop it here and build out my floor. Go ahead and place this last ladder so that my watchman has a way up. And this is really nothing more than a watch post. Now, do I want to build it a 5 wide circle, or should I go with a 7 wide? And by wide, I mean in diameter. Put a torch there for now. I can adjust the lighting later on when I get better options for lighting. Which reminds me, this all needs to be lit, doesn't it? Yeah. So go ahead and put torches in the 4 corners of this room here. And I'm just going to go ahead and place torches randomly on the exterior. This needs to be scaled back a little bit to reduce access. It's not as bad as it might initially seem, but still, we do need a bit more lighting. I'm also going to go ahead, that jungle wood is going to be part of the basis for the roof. So I'm going to use this to set some torches up here on a temporary basis. And what luck, because that's my last torch. So now I do need to go to bed. Real quickly. And then I'll also give some consideration to my construction options in the morning. Alright, it is morning, and let's go ahead and... materials. Okay, 44 fences, 13 oak wood stairs. Nah, I don't know if I want oak wood stairs, though, for this job necessarily. Alright. So I'm thinking of doing a sloped roof, so... how many of these will I want? 32? 32 will do it, yeah. So let's... I'm going to check the recipe again. 32, so I want 24 sticks. So let's go ahead and... that's not quite enough. And there's my 24 sticks. Now I can make 24 planks. And with any luck... Yes, that works. Now, I will need some block to apply to it, unfortunately. But I'm sure I can come up with something. Maybe oak wood? Perchance? Yeah, oak wood seems good. And then I am, of course, going to want some slabs. And I'll probably keep it simple. Yeah, there we go. 96 should be enough. So now let's get this watchtower finished. So, first things first is to get up to the top of the watchtower. And you'll notice I'm relying on a ladder. And frankly, more than anything else, I'm relying on my watchman actually being up to the task. Actually, what I should probably do, let me think here. So because the 7 wide circle, so I'm going to go and get rid of that torch. 1, 2, 3. No, didn't want that there. Put that there for the moment. Go like so. Go ahead and replace that for now. 1. Yeah, ooh. Of course, I don't have any great blocks to scaffold with. No, the industrial craft scaffolding isn't really an option here. It actually does require a block on the ground to connect to. Okay, maybe I could stop derping in my movement on these narrow beams. Can you imagine what OSHA would say about this? Great. And because I was crouching, I took damage from that fall. Alright. So let's go ahead and get this sorted out. There we go. Excellent. Now, before I actually start the next planned phase of this, I'm going to go ahead and lay the slabs down. And this is simply going to ensure that this outer section of the roof does not become Creeper City as my watchman makes his way up the tower. It also eliminates the need for the torches because mobs cannot spawn on half slabs. So let's keep slabbing this up. And at this point, this piece is finished. So I'm done with those half slabs. And now I can focus on completing this phase of the tower. And it is going to be more than a few blocks. I've got an ascent of, well, okay, maybe not as many as I would have thought. It's only about 8 blocks above that point. But still, also that block's misplaced. And now I need that industrial craft scaffolding to get it back. Alright. Almost done. Not quite, but almost. There we go. Now this outer wall is complete. Now what I'm thinking is I might want to consider, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. Perfect. And by installing those cross beams, I get a perfect, a perfectly usable, it actually looks really nice as a support for this. Yeah, let's see, what is next? Now I do want to make sure that these have light on them so that they don't become Mob City. Unfortunately, I fear the only way to do that is with these slabs. Unless, well, there may be other ways. I'm going to go ahead and put a temporary torch there for now. One will cover both sides, thankfully. And now that I'm up here, I'm going to go ahead and lay down some fences. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these fences on these sides one further out. Go ahead and destroy that fence because I no longer need it. And that fence was misplaced. There we go. And there, and there, and there. And I really should have... Do I have my scaffolding on me? I do not. Let me go ahead and grab it, actually, so I can finish off this roof. And while I'm there, I've got an idea. We'll see if it works. If it's something that can be made to work. Into the storeroom I go. Let's see, go ahead and put this up. I'm going to go ahead and put the carpenter's stairs up. I'm going to go ahead and grab my scaffolding. I'm going to grab one piece of oak wood and actually not a coal. I want to double check that this raw rubber will do the job. It does. Nice. That's great because that raw rubber is a renewable resource. I have the trees. I have some in my tree farm. I haven't been harvesting it as much as I should, but I do have the trees. But anyway, I've got a thought. Now, let me check that. Barricades. You know, I'm going to make them out of spruce. And 2 will let me make 1. So, let me think. Each one's going to require 6. So, 24. There we go. Now, we should see if this will work. It should. I don't see any obvious reason why it wouldn't do what I want it to do. And let's start with the lower one. And I'm going to go on that side. Oh, criminally. Okay. You know what, let me put another piece of jungle wood on the right side of each of these. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of these barricades that I've misplaced. Alright, I've got my full 24. Now, well, the good news is that will stop mobs from spawning. The bad news is it doesn't quite look as I had hoped. And it's going to be a bit of a bear to disassemble this, isn't it? Crud. Well, what I can't do... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and place 4 barricades on each side there. But I will have to leave those wood there because I'm going to need to get back up to... I'm short, aren't I? Great. I'll leave that torch there. I don't really have a choice. Alright? So now what I'm going to do is finish placing my fencing. Alright. Now, I want to make sure I get this carefully done. I'm going to start with the carpenter's slopes. Yeah, that's the direction I want. This, not so much. So the question is, can I place... No, that's not working. Alright, well... Well, easy solution, I think, is to get rid of that for the moment and lay a temporary scaffolding of jungle wood. Alright, I could place the slopes off the jungle wood. There we go. And to make it look that little bit nicer, how about oak wood? And let me put a torch up here because I'm going to have to run down to the ground because I think something fell that shouldn't have one of my slopes. Alright, let's go ahead and lay down our temporary scaffolding material. 4 and... There we go. 2, 4. That's unnecessary, and that's unnecessary. For the moment, it will be replaced later. Alright. There we go. Just a few more. Okay, that one got misplaced. There we go. Now let's go ahead and set our oak wood coverings on each of these. There we go. Crud. Okay. I'm gonna have to... I don't know if there's a way to get these slopes to go around the corners. I'm not sure I necessarily want to worry about that just yet. If I do, I'd probably be better served testing it on the second layer. Uh-oh. Did it land? It landed up here. Oh well. So let's go ahead and finish this off. Make my way up here. Alright. Let's get rid of that temporary torch. Huh. Weird that it got placed in that direction. Of all possible directions. Okay. Weird. That didn't help. Why don't I eat before I run out of health? There we go. Okay. Put that there. Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay. Well, it would seem the behavior of these slopes is not what I expected. Well, let me check something. Ooh, I wonder. Oh. Never mind. That is made of iron. I can't make that. So unfortunately, I'm thinking it might be for the best if instead of actually trying to use these slopes for this job. Crud. That didn't work so well. Okay. Well, never mind all of that then. Just put the torches down. Put down the rest of the ceiling. Destroy this because I won't need to go up there until the time comes to upgrade that. Et voila, we have the structure of a watchtower. Mostly. There's a few loose ends that I do need to wrap up. But this video is long enough as it is, and frankly, the biggest loose end I need to wrap up has to do with the stone wood barricades, which is going to require, or not stone wood, the spruce wood barricades, and those are going to require a lot more spruce that I don't have at this point in time. So with that, I will see you next time, everybody.